Hello, everybody. What's up? And welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Slots. What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since I last aired these shows, and I'm so happy to be back. 1 second, let me fix my hair. Hey, everybody. As we recap, we debunk casino and slot machine myths and theories, especially when it comes to people charging others money for the so-called winning strategies, which I call snake oil. Well, I wait for people to come on in. I'll be discussing some channel and life updates. Then I'll dive into this subject for the next 10 minutes. If you're watching the replay, I recommend skipping the first 3 minutes. The first 3 minutes to skip past the greetings. Lately, not very much is going on. I mostly spent my days working after getting back from Tennessee. I did help my friends sort stuff for a yard sale, which is coming up next weekend. However, I will be in Las Vegas starting tomorrow for Keno Nation, which I'm actually really excited about because I finally get to meet a lot of people who play Keno, and I can't wait. And I mostly cannot wait to see this special guest, an IGT spokesperson from where I can remember, which James Pitzel told me on one of my live streams. And I'll be meeting up with a bunch of YouTubers who I will be filming a lot of videos with, hopefully. Hopefully, we can just do a bunch of live streams from the Palms Hotel. Just sit back, relax, and chill, and just have a great time. I am also working on a video for Slot Machines Unlimited, since I enjoy playing their slot machines a lot, and they have great service from what I've seen. In fact, I'll actually be doing a live stream next week about owning your own slot machine. And I also just launched a new book, My Mother is a Monster. It is about a school-age girl named Shelby who escapes an unhealthy household. Other than that, I'm just working on book tour graphics and trying to get my book up on Amazon. My first stop will most likely be a park somewhere where I'm living right now, since I'll be able to set up a tent and do a live reading for all of you. I would also love to meet people who are able to make it. Alright, now let's get into the meat of the show. I know I've been rambling for a little bit, but here we go. Now for the next 10 minutes, I will be discussing the topic at hand, which is, are slot machine winning tips and tricks causes garbage? Then I will say hello to everyone and take your questions. Well, first, I do want to preface this video that this video is not intended to bash anyone, but rather offer my critique of this subject, which falls under the fair use law in the United States of America. So please, if you know who I am referring to, I discourage anyone from going to their channels and leaving mean-spirited comments. What I do encourage is critical thinking and asking questions regarding perspectives, including mine. This video is inspired by Super Eyepatch Wolf's influencer video. Let me say that again. Super Eyepatch Wolf's video called Influencer Courses Are Garbage, the dark side of content creation, which I totally forgot to link in the description below. But if a moderator can drop that link, that would be so great. Really appreciated. Well, let's dive right into this video today. Here it is. Dun dun dun. Whoop. Look at you, staring at that slot machine in front of you, wondering if there is any way to beat it or win more. For years, you have read articles, tips, and tricks about yet none of them have worked. Imagine winning that life-changing jackpot. How does it feel knowing that your odds are very, very slim? Oh, that matter of how much money you can throw. Oh, no matter how much money you throw at the machine, you cannot get the bonus, even a single bonus of agony. Each dollar feels so meaningless as the hours tick by at the casino. My friend, why do you keep sitting at that machine hoping you win something? And before we go on, thank you so much, all Chris Essex, for the $2 super chat. Hello, what's up? Nice to see ya. All right, next part. Here we go. Behold, meet your winning guru, Shaken Slots. You already know my name because of my winning secrets that are plastered all over the internet. You do not know everything yet. And when I say yet, I mean I have a lot more secrets in store for you all. In the time of you've been watching this video, my people have won over $100,000 worth of jackpots at their very own local casinos. I see that you're all tired of working. Live that life of luxury with the 3 simple words: slots of winning. Well, just ask Mr. Max, my talking slot machine, which I built from a plant-based AI of all my winnings. Speaking of that, let me get Mr. Max. Here is Mr. Max. Dun dun dun. However, I used to be just like you, going to the casino every day and losing every cent I brought. That's why I created the Winner Within a Day online course. Now, imagine yourself getting treated. Alright, 1 second. Imagine yourself getting treated to the entire casino's attention with your fortune, unlimited VIP treatment, and a life filled of luxury and fortunes, and you never have to work another day. In fact, you're looking at somebody who won over $12 million jackpots within a year. That's the winner of this. The winner within the 7-day course is only $7,000 such and such dollars. What a deal! But for the next 3 days, I'm selling it for $777. Today is your lucky day. Bam! Alright. However, this is where the problem starts. As a YouTuber who started in 2017, I noticed that both a lot of people claiming to be gurus popped up on YouTube and online. These content creators make a slew of highlight reels of their good luck in hopes that you buy their winning secret books, courses, or online seminars. Take a look at D-Lucky, for example. Yes, here we go mentioning his name. He strings together a bunch of videos of people winning at the D-Lucky experience, and if you give him around $1,495 of your money, it would seem that you get an instant jackpot, or significantly increase your chances of winning on high limit slot machines. Sounds about right? Yes. If you look at his YouTube channel, oh wait, what about all the people who do not win a cent? Yep, these videos never make an appearance. So many people do this experience that because he posts these constant winning jackpots without regards to the dozens of people who walk away with absolute nothing. On the same note, D-Lucky claims that his people who associate with him watch who dumps the most money into a certain machine. Then he has you play that machine afterwards. The logic within yourself instantly falls apart the moment you begin to dive into the slot machine's random number generator. As I said in previous videos, and I'll just keep on saying it on repeat, the random number generator works by spitting out a bunch of numbers, and the moment you smack that plastic spin button, it stops the generator, and whatever the generator stops on is a combination presented on the reels. Sometimes it's a winning run, most of the times it's a losing set of symbols. In fact, darn it, I lost my train of thought again. Let me think. Alright, sometimes a winning run, most times a losing set of symbols. In fact, the previous spins, all amount of money dumped into the machine cannot influence the next spin. That would be illegal since it would rig the machine. It is a common misconception that a machine is due to hit after somebody dumps a certain amount of money into the machine. That is where the term virtual comes from. And this often leads to a lot of bias, that if you happen to win when somebody leaves the machine, you just got really, 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 really lucky. I can't emphasize the word lucky enough. Alright. let's move on to another content creator known as JFK Slots. His book preaches that you need to harness the power of the law of attraction to win. However, there's no such thing as the law of attraction because the law must be proved by science. In fact, the law of attraction focuses on these three words: thoughts become things. And when you focus your energy on something, it comes into fruition. Unfortunately, that isn't true due to bias. Your class, your socioeconomic status, your class, and your abilities. Let's say somebody sits down at the machine trying to manifest the million jackpot, mega bucks jackpot correction. It may work, but mostly it will not work. But there's actually a slim chance that no matter how much it may work, but it's a very slim chance because no matter how much positive energy you put into the world, it is so rare and so difficult to win that jackpot. I also know somebody who would put hundreds of dollars into a machine thinking that any moment they would attract a jackpot into their lives. Unfortunately, that did not work. And also I'm going on a tangent about the law of attraction. For example, let's say you're trying to manifest $10,000 in your bank account, but unfortunately you do not speak English. You live in one of the poorest cities in the United States without and there's a lack of employment opportunities. The law of attraction literally means sit there and just manifest money and just let it come pour into your life. Just sit there. Don't do anything, because the moment you do anything, there will be friction in the universe, which I consider snake oil, because that very snake oil and very misleading, especially if that person spends their entire life just trying to manifest that $10,000. I do find it really sad. That's just my hot take on the law of attraction. However, if you do wish to try this law of attraction method, I would recommend chanting, "Today is my lucky day." Each and every day, I manifest winning while playing a slot machine. Test it out. See what happens. You may get lucky, but I don't guarantee nothing. The third person who I want to cover in air quotes is the professor. He sells a 30-day course claiming that you can win more statistically if you buy his course. On his website, he mentions that his course will transform your slot gameplay into a highly effective and engaging activity that will bring in more wins with less wasted bankroll, along with another quotation: "Turn the tables on the casino, trying to manipulate you into rashly spending your bankroll, and instead take advantage of them with winning slot strategies." However, no matter what strategies people claim to know, a slot machine is completely random, as I keep on emphasizing over and over and over again. The same influencer says that a slot machine gives you a bonus within 5 spins so you can taste the win. Back in 2021, a friend of mine tried that method on Dancing Drums Explosion. Nothing. Then he tried it on Konami game, thinking that only specific manufacturers did that trick. Nothing. The same results occurred on the 3-wheel Double Diamond, and I believe a WMS slot machine, now known as Light and Wonder. I also gave that method a try on quite a few old school Aristocrat games. That was an instant flop. If you watch that live stream, it was beyond embarrassing and rather quite laughable. Even the live chat knew beforehand that this method would fail due to the randomness of a slot machine, and they were 100% right. However, I cannot access that course without paying. So based on his live streams, I found out he also notes to pay attention to busier sections of the casino. He says that when certain machines pay out, the surrounding machines will do the same. And when certain DJs play, the casino cranks down the winnings. These are complete lies, since a casino must go through hours of gaming commission papers, to change the machine payout percentage, including server-based machines. I also forgot to mention that one machine cannot impact or influence the next machine's random number generator. Otherwise, that would be downright illegal. On the same note, if that were true, people would flock to a certain bank of machines. Content creators would instantly post their findings, attracting more people to these machines. The internet would literally explode with information pointing out to which casinos give you this type of wins and who do the 5-spin taster method. Most likely, manufacturers would land themselves in the legal trouble for rigging their machines because that would take the idea of casino fairness away. On the same note, yes, there are money management suggestions that work, including putting your winning ticket aside. For me, I divide $20 bills into 4 $5 bills. Each time I double my $5 bill, I put my money in my pocket so that I walk off at least that win. Then I put in a new $5 bill. These tips and tricks do appear for free on the internet, along with other YouTubers with similar techniques. Now I'm going to open the floor for questions and greetings. Here we go. Hey James Pitzel, cash out. Hey James, nice to see you from Alaska. I hope things are going well. Hey Chris, you're right. The machines are just computers and we cannot game the system. You're 100% right. Hey Lorena. Hey Extraordinary Explorations, nice to see you. And the machines seem to be getting tighter. I do want to add to what you have to say, because you may feel that the machines are getting tighter because the manufacturers are actually finding that volatility works because people would rather win one giant jackpot than a bunch of small wins. That is why you can't find mini games that pay out that as you spin, that did not pay out very small infrequent wins, because people would rather get the dopamine hit of like spinning nonstop than bam, here comes one giant win. That is exactly why these machines seem to be getting tighter and tighter. What I've noticed, that is why I stick to old school Buffalo, Sun and Moon, Wonderful. That's why I stick to all the old school machines so that I can get small and frequent wins just to make my bankroll last. Hey James Pitzel, cash out DG Productions. I'm beyond excited to see you and James Pitzel cash out in Las Vegas. Woo! Tomorrow. Hey Sasa Slots, nice to see you. Well, I'm curious, does anybody else have any questions for you tonight? Otherwise, we just relax. Hey Lucky Lady Slots, Ice Race, that I'm a Slot Savvy PK. Hey Tracy Ace. Thank you, Slot Savvy PK, for saying hi. Nice to see you. Well, for those who just came in, I just want to recap that if you go back to the first 10 minutes, of the video, that's where I really talk in depth about the subject. Now we're just taking questions and just having a relaxing chat for the remainder of the live stream. James Pitzel Cash Out says, we will be in Vegas tomorrow for Kino Nation 5 event. Simon will be with us. I am beyond excited to see you right now. Hey Quadzu. And hey Jane, good to see you. Casino Savant says, well put, it's the volatility of the game that gives the impression of the tightness. That is 100% true. Because I've noticed that when I play all the new games, that I can be spinning and I can blow through a $20 bill or $20 within a few spins and win absolutely nothing. But when I go to old school Buffalo, I can put a $20 bill in, make it last an hour. In fact, there was one time when I was at the Grand Z Casino in Blackhawk, not the Grand Z, the Monarch. I put a $5 bill in the old school Buffalo. You know what was interesting? I literally sat down. I just sat down, and for the entire hour, I played with $5. I was pretty impressed because you cannot do that on newer machines, because number one, the bets are higher. Number two, it's very volatile. And number three, I ran out of reasons. So with newer machines, it's no go. And newer machines, they also, I remember the days when betting $2 was considered high limit. Now, betting $2 is like the expectation, which on Rhino Man show, as he talked about earlier when it comes to bets, I just lost my train of thought. But when it comes to like these bets, I remember like MJ Saw guy actually saying that when he bet $2, he got a lot of flack, which actually does speak volumes about how the gambling culture has changed from people from $5 being the high limit to Now people expect you to be betting like $5 in order to keep their attention, which I actually find really difficult being such a low roller. Hey, Lucky Lady Slots, good to see you. And you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting? Is back in the 90s, the highest denomination of slot machine, the highest bet you could play on a slot machine in Colorado was $5 a spin. But I believe in the early 2000s they lifted it to $100. Now that's like the cap, is you can only bet $100 a spin on the slot machine in Colorado. And I hope that they do raise it because there's definitely a bunch of high rollers who enjoy betting these big amounts. And you know what's interesting? Alright. James Bishop Cash Out says, as casino players, I think the action is what we want. If you have a session that has a lot of mini wins, that carries you for a long session, you always get your drinks and socialization, which is fun. I totally agree. And James also adds, the big wins are always fun too. Let's go back to James' first comment. That's what I really love about miniature wins, is that you can just sit back, and just socialize. I remember playing a game called, oh gosh, I'm forgetting the name, but it was like an Azul game. It was like, I believe it was like called Adventure something. Not Adventure Time, that's a kid's show, but Sabbatical Adventures. No, it's not sabbatical. That's a college term for professors who take their time, a sabbatical time months. I'm forgetting the exact name, but it starts with an S. Me and Diana Ivani, we played that thingy for 21 minutes straight. We managed to keep a profit, which was absolutely phenomenal. I'm saying to you, these old games, you can just really socialize, get free drinks. That's why I love low rolling, because in fact, if you low roll, what happens is when you low roll, rather than just blowing your money in 5 minutes on a high limit slot machine, if you low roll, what happens is you can literally just sit down and you can just accumulate your comps, because casinos prefer time rather than the money spent. Money spent does factor in, but if you can like accumulate time just like sitting there and just hitting the spin button, that's how you accumulate free drinks, comps, and free food. Another interesting thing about casinos, I know I said the word interesting like 100 times right now, but I said the word but a lot too. Another interesting thing, dang, I'm forgetting it. Another interesting thing is what happens. Another interesting strategy that I do consider a winning strategy, which we're going to really get into depth to in the follow-up video, is they say rather than go to the casino rather than going to the casino once a week and spend $200 each session, rather clump together your sessions into one giant session, because it shows the casino that you have a bigger bankroll and you can stay there for way longer to accumulate your comps, rather than just like having hour sessions. Instead, you can have a 4-hour session. Hey Brad, good to see you. Hey Texan Gambos, nice to see you. What's up? Sasa Slot says, James, I totally agree. Long sessions with drinks and friends. Yes, let's make that money last. Have a good time and always win. Heck yes. That's what we're talking about. Making it last. And DG Productions is asking, Sasa Slots, are you going to Vegas this weekend? I'm wondering the same thing, because if y'all, I would love to meet you. I would love to meet everybody in Vegas. All right, let's see. Does anybody else have? Oh my gosh, Lucky Lady Slots, are you going to Vegas this weekend? I'll be there from tomorrow the 14th, and I'll be there until Monday morning at 8 a.m. on the 17th. Please let me know if you're going to Vegas, because if y'all are, I would love to meet you so much. I'd love to meet you. All right, so we're going. All right, please. I would love to go meet all of you in Vegas. All right, we got a question from James. Here it is. Question to all of you out there. Do you focus all or most of your play on a specific casino to maximize the comps or spread your play among to get smaller comps at all? That is a really good question. For me, I don't have a really clear answer because I am honestly I honestly do not put, because I only spend $20 a session and I'm only there for an hour at a time and I'm very rarely there. I do not put my card in for comps, and I also don't put my card in for comps, and I also don't find that it's worth my time or energy to keep track of my players' card while going live all the time. So that's why I'm just really mad when it comes to cards. But I'd love to hear all your opinions. But for me, if I was to do comps, what I would do is I'd combine my comps at one casino rather than spread it all among, because I would especially if I go to the Monarch a lot, I would love to accumulate enough comps to get a free dinner at the steakhouse, or buffet, which I find absolutely delicious. So that's what I'm probably going to do, is go to the Monarch and just accumulate them comps. Build up that money, build up that bankroll. Here it is. Build that baby up. And that's right. James Virtual Cash Out is hosting Keno Nation. Hey, Salt Savage BK. I'm doing really good right now. Just really hyped up for tomorrow. And I'm also going to be dyeing my hair a color. And you guys can all guess what color I'm dyeing my hair for tomorrow. I am beyond pumped up. Alright. Jane is asking, are all the slot machine vagrants on YouTube real? Some channels are even. Is it possible? Yes and no. Some people get extremely lucky with the random number generator. What most YouTubers do is they edit their videos, including myself, is to only show the highlights of the wins. Unfortunately, every time I put out a video that shows me losing or shows the reality of my gambling, unfortunately, it did not perform very well. And the same does happen across YouTube. People always love to watch YouTubers win. Unfortunately, there's some YouTubers who actually have a fake, who actually play online, that which is valid too. Not unfortunately, but I meant to say other YouTubers play online and they do get real money. But there's some YouTubers out there who actually play on their own slot machines, but they do not disclose that they are playing on the slot machines, which I do find honestly a little dangerous, because it gives a fake and false illusion of somebody playing on slot machine, playing high limit and winning all the time, which could be a slippery slope for somebody going into the casino. So that's why whenever I play high limit, especially on my home machines, like my Ruby Slipper slot machine, I always say, hey, look, everybody, this is my bedroom. Hey, look, everybody, let's play on this slot machine. Let's play on my home slot machine. That's why this question is yes and no. All right, that's so awesome, James, that you're heading out to Vegas in the morning. I'm heading out at around 11 a.m. All right, James also adds to the question. Jane, I would guess a lot of channels only show the wins, but I think showing all sides of winning, all sides of winning and losing, I think viewers just want to watch players. However, big wins bring views. That is 100% right. And that's also another reason why I love watching people go live, because there's no hiding losing and winning. People get an honest taste of somebody's gambling style and patterns, which I actually really enjoy watching. That is why I actually gravitate towards live streams. That's why you see me in a bunch of live stream chats, because I just gravitate and I just watch a bunch of live streams. Hey, Yoang, good to see you. Your dinner looks so delicious tonight, and I really enjoy your date night live stream. I really hope that you and Coffee Joe are doing well. All right. Let's see. Does anybody have any other? All right. Slot 7 PK is asking for Keno Nation. What casino are you at for Keno Nation? Well, we're gonna be at the Palms Casino. Everybody will be there, and this will be my second time playing Keno. Me and James will be doing a live stream where we play Cleopatra Keno. I'm honestly a little nervous because I've not played Keno much, but I'm going to have a blast because I just enjoy watching other people have a good time playing the Keno games. I'm very new to the Keno world. I used to have an IGT Game King 6.4, but unfortunately it dry rotted in storage, so I gotta play the real deal now, the real Keno, if I want my Keno fix. Hopefully I can get a new IGT Game King and a WMS Blue Ball 2 machine. That's the two dream machines I want. Oh, it's so good to see you too, Yoangs. I definitely hope to make it to a lot more of your live streams. Just been really busy myself. All right. James says, PK, will you be at the Palms all weekend? I am live from our party tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. They're live all weekend. That is right. That's right, James. It's going to be an absolute blast live streams all weekend, and I'm really excited because I'll be watching every one of them. I'll be sitting there watching everybody go live, cheering them on. Let's have a party! All right, Salt7 PK is asking, are you dyeing your hair red and blue? Well, actually not. I'm going to spoil it since you're asking. I'm going to be dyeing my hair purple because when you mix red and blue, you get purple. So you were really close, really spot on. I'm going to be having purple hair for Las Vegas. Super duper pumped about that tonight. Cannot wait. All right, Salt7 is asking. All right, Doris Love Keno says, hello to all the chat at the airport right now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I wish I was at the airport right now going to Keno Nation. Wish I was there. But I know I gotta wait until 11 a.m. tomorrow, and time cannot go fast enough. Slot Savvy says, how's work going, Simon? Well, work is going pretty well. Just been busy making pizza dough, pizza sauce, slicing the vegetables, and just keep going and just keep on pushing. It does take a lot of physical strength, so I won't be getting a gym membership anytime soon. This is my muscle, man, mucho muscles. You can't really see them through my shirt. But that's what happens when you lift heavy boxes of tomato sauce, cans of food, every single day of your life. Oh, thank you, Lucky Lady Slots. I can see pink and purple. And also, hey, Kissy Cat. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, Bobsy. I can't wait to finally meet you again. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Loing, for your good luck and for your Vegas good luck. All right, so for those who are going to Keno Nation, what time are you going to Keno Nation? And what time should we expect to meet you? Because I'll be at the Palms. I'll be at the Palms in the afternoon just walking around, seeing who I meet and bump into. I will also be meeting a friend too. I cannot say their name for privacy reasons, but I'll be meeting them, which I'm very excited about. So, other than Vegas, I was in Tennessee protesting an anti-human rights legislation. And for those who just came in, I do recommend going back to the first 10 minutes of this video because that's where I really get into the meat of today's subject about slot machine snake oil. All right. Oops. All right, so see you, Doris. I got to go, but bye. But see you all there. I cannot wait to see you, Doris. I'm already counting down the hours. Time cannot go fast enough. James says, we have 100+ of our viewers, supporters coming out to Keno Nation 5 from all over the country. It's going to be amazing. Gonna be a blast. I'm curious, what's everybody looking forward to the most about Keno Nation? For me, when it comes to Keno Nation, I'm looking forward to just seeing everybody and going live and eating all the delicious food at the Palms. I can't believe there's going to be like 100 people there. It's going to be an absolute fiesta. I can just tell. And GG says, we're definitely going. Vroom, vroom, fire up that Tesla. And also, Slot7 PK says, May 28th, May 29th, watch the channels in Slot Sam because it looks like that Slot Slam is happening. I'll be watching Slot Slam too. And also, Slot Savvy says, hope you guys can come to Results World. Fun to chat. Hope you guys can come to Results World. We had to have fun in Great American Slot Slam. That's going to be so exciting and epic. I bet there's going to be a bunch of people going to Great American Slot Slam. Bigger than for you, Slot Savvy. I cannot wait to see how your event pans out. I just get really, whenever a new event comes out, I just get really excited because I just love just sitting there, chilling there, just watching a bunch of people go live. Jeremy L. Sampson says, has anyone in the chat ever traveled to Washington State for some NW excitement? We have multiple casinos in that state as well. I'm going to leave your chat. I'm going to leave a comment up so that the chat can answer it. Bob C says, Palms better have Keno machines ready. They better have every single Keno machine plugged in, ready to play. I know it'd be fun is if James Pizza or somebody in Keno Nation got their own Keno machine branded after them, I'd be playing that game every time I would go to Vegas. All right, Lucky Lady Slot says, Jamio, my first casino, I believe was Spirit Mountain. That is so awesome. I've heard of Spirit Mountain so many times. I would really love to go there. All right, see you, Slot Savvy. Have a great day. Thank you so much for popping in. And Kissy Cat says, James, that's a big help for a slot, guys. I have not played Keno very much, so I'm not very familiar with Keno. I do hope to do a slot machine. I do hope to do a Let's Talk Keno episode, just so I can really get into depth about Keno and how to play Keno, because I feel that if I teach somebody how to do something, that I have an easier time actually performing the task. That is like how my mind works as an autistic individual. So I'm just really excited about learning how to play Keno. I know that International Gaming Technologies has so much power over Keno. I know that WMS made I believe 4 Keno games. Unfortunately, WMS Blueboard Keno is not very common. I've looked for a Keno game for my Blueboard because that's the only slot machine I have right now, and I cannot find anything. All right, let me get back to the Washington question. All right, DJ's asking, Bob, is Cleopatra your favorite Keno? That's a really good question for everybody. What is your favorite Keno machine and why? For me, if I had to choose a Keno machine, I would choose Cleopatra because it is themed after a slot machine that I'm very familiar with. And I also just really what I like about Cleopatra is that you can get the free games, and I love the music, especially when it's a big win, and I love how Cleo talks to you. That is exactly why I like Cleopatra Keno and the Cleopatra slot machine, which I'm really hoping to get back when I get my Game King, when I get a walking Game King again. Also, Bobsy says, I like the frog one too. Oh yeah, do you mean the frog Prince slot machine, or is there a frog themed Keno? I'm not sure. I know that IGT. Oh my gosh! I almost forgot about that. It's just my life's been so busy with my book launch. With my book launch, there's everything going on in my life that I almost forgot about this. Just FYI, for your intellect, I have some special guests from International Gaming Technology coming to our party. They want to meet all the Keno players and talk to the group. Pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to talk to them. I will be wearing a very special slot machine shirt tomorrow. I want to surprise you all, but it's gonna be my absolute favorite shirt, and it has an IGT slot machine on it. I won't say which, won't be spoiling it. And in fact, tomorrow, here's my lucky pose. I'll be carrying this pose around the casino for good luck. I know that Donnie Bonnie has a post, so I'll be carrying this post just to get my good luck going and get all the good vibes for Kino Nation. I just find it really neat that there was guests from International Gaming Technology coming, and that they want to meet all the Kino players. I know when I see them, that people got to like hush me and be like, shh, library voice, shh, Simon, library voice. So I do need some volunteer librarians tomorrow because I know I'm going to get beyond excited to the moon and back. I just know. I'm just gonna be pretty. I know I just need some librarians just to keep me quiet. I'll be asking a bunch of questions. I hope you get a picture of them, and oh my gosh, I just really hope to be able to get a short video of all of them tomorrow because that's how excited I am. I know I'm just kind of rambling nonstop. That's my style, and that's how I do stuff. So I'm curious, from me, I have not met anybody from a game manufacturer. I was supposed to meet somebody from a Rules or Konami. Unfortunately, that did fall apart. But I really hope to get to G3 this year, so I can meet more manufacturers and the representatives. I would love to meet I also met Eric from Sunkist Graphics from International, who did a lot of stuff for International Gaming Technology, which I find absolutely fascinating because they did the Double Diamond rule strips. They did Double Diamond, which is right here. They did these graphics. I'll also show you what other graphics they did. Be right back. Excuse the mess. Sunkist Graphics also did these. Sunkist Graphics also did this Double Diamond graphic. Unfortunately, this is a reproduction glass, meaning that's not the original. As you can see, the logo right here. Let me show it to you. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Whoopsie doopsies. As you can see, the logo right here, it makes it look like that it's from the 80s, from like the 1989, because this is IGT's old logo before they changed it to. Let me show you the updated logo. Before they changed the new logo to like this IGT logo with the website. This is an updated logo from like the 2000s. Then like now in 2012, I believe that IGT was bought up by this company named DG Tech, and now they have like a ball logo, which I'm honestly a little like mad about because like I just love when it says IGT International Game Technology because that logo is so iconic. I do like the G Tech logo because in some ways because of the colors, and it definitely is like visually pleasing to look at. So I definitely have just like very mixed feelings about IGT's new logo. If I have to be very, very honest when it comes to a graphic design standpoint. Alright, that is right. James Fitz will cash out. Make sure you go to our channel and get the links to the party live tomorrow night. It'll be really something to see. Free snack for everybody in attendance. Free food, free drinks, and fun people. I can't wait to be at the party tomorrow night because it's just gonna be so much. This is gonna be so much fun, and I can't believe I'm going to Kino Nation 5. That's gonna be amazing. So super duper amazing. I'm loving it already. Bum bum bum. McDonald's slogan. DG Productions says Jane Fisher cash out. We'll be super late Friday. See you on Saturday. Alright, see you on Saturday too. Well, does anybody else have any last questions before I wrap things up for the night? Oh, alright. So I know it's kind of getting to the hour mark of the stream. I do for those who are watching the replay, I do want to keep things under an hour to an hour, just so you don't have to, just like so the video's not too long or too rambly. Alright, does anybody have any last questions about Slot Machine Coasters, Kino Nation, or just anything in general? You can ask me anything you want. Alright. I know that there's a 10-second delay, so I give it a few more seconds. Going once, going twice, going something. Hey, Time to Scratch, good to see you. I'm really excited that I got to do some artwork for you, and I'm just really honored that you chose me as the artist. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alright, that's what James Grizzle catch up. Be safe, happy and healthy, everybody. How you doing, Time to Scratch? I'm glad to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. Alright. Well, I do have to wrap things up because I do have to finish packing for Vegas, and I hope to see all of you around. I'll be going live at least a few times from Vegas. Definitely be doing some walk around tours. Oh, thank you, and you too, GJ Production. Have a safe trip in Vegas too. Viva Las Vegas! And just like Elvis says, if there was 40 hours in a day, I'll not sleep one of them. Same here. Thank you, everybody, for your safe travels. For your safe travel wishes, and I wish you all very safe travels too, because it's gonna be Viva Las Vegas. The more the merrier. See you around, everybody. Bye bye.